All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one will be doing another Walking Dead video for today, in that there is supposedly going to be a big announcement for Walking Dead tonight on Talking Dead. Is it possible that we may see a combination, possibly Fear, or some of the characters from World Beyond joining, or maybe starting an additional spin-off series for the original Walking Dead? Alright dudes, so definitely wanted to go ahead and let you guys know about this one if you are not aware, but supposedly there's going to be some kind of big announcement tonight on Talking Dead for the Walking Dead universe. Now, there have been a couple things I think that have been ruled out. I think they said that it is not related to the Walking Dead movie, so it's not related to Rick movie, that kind of stuff as of yet, because I think they kind of floated it out there. There'd be a big announcement tonight, and everybody sort of right away were like, is it the movies? The movie's finally ready? And then I think Gimple had to say, no, it's not the movies. But we're kind of expecting to hear something, because we just don't know what they're going to be doing with Walking Dead starting basically, next year, because the original Walking Dead television series is wrapping up, is coming to an end with its second part of season 11 in the wintertime, and then likely summer, end of summertime, early fall, we will see the final 8 episodes of season 11, which makes it the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead overall. And then we are to expect to see Fear the Walking Dead follow that up. So right after that with Fear the Walking Dead Season 8's first half. And I think the anthology series is supposed to be this summer coming up. So it's actually going to be, you'll have, it sounds like in terms of schedule, The Walking Dead Season 11's second half is next up in the wintertime. After that, probably Fear the Walking Dead in the spring, most likely with its second half of Season 7. And then the anthology series will actually hit in the summertime before the final parts of The Walking Dead Season 11. And then the final part of the original Walking Dead television series will air late summer, early fall. And then we'll probably see the first half of Fear the Walking Dead Season 8 after that. Also to note that Fear the Walking Dead has moved its filming location for Season 8 back to Georgia, I believe. So lately it's been filmed in Texas the last couple of years. So kind of since the crossover and all that kind of thing, they decided to do it. They chose Texas as the filming location, and with Season 8 they are switching that back to I think it's Sonoa, or where they filmed the original Walking Dead series. It sounds like because the Walking Dead original series is going to be wrapping up, they've almost given that to Fear. So they've given the filming location and all the stuff to Fear, which makes sense, because if you're not going to be using it and you have some, like AMC has some investments there in terms of filming, equipment, land, I think, just all the different things that are involved in doing The Walking Dead, you might as well give it to your other series if you're going to be ending the original Walking Dead series. So no more Texas episodes. Does that mean that we will see Morgan and the group possibly try to go back to Alexandria? They're changing in terms of filming location. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to change the character's location in Season 8 for Fear in the series itself. You can film scenes that look like they're elsewhere in a different place, but it does kind of make sense, and people have always brought up that at some point, if things get really bad for the Fear group, Morgan may decide, hey, you know what? I know this place back in let's see, where are they? Virginia in the TV series. Like, well, Atlanta is where they film it, right? But Sonoa, Georgia, near Atlanta, right? Isn't it? That is where they actually film it. But in terms of Walking Dead location, it's supposed to be near Virginia, near Washington, D.C., and that with Alexandria and the other surrounding locations, Reapers somewhere near there, able to walk there on foot anyway. So it can't be too far away. So is it possible that we could see as a storyline in Season 8 for Fear Morgan return? And then the final part to this, as far as the theory goes, a lot of people are thinking that they might actually combine the shows. So because the original Walking Dead series is ending, could we see some of the survivors of the original Walking Dead sort of join with Morgan and, be in Fear the Walking Dead or something? Could we see like a Walking Dead universe combination? And likewise, do you guys think, leave a comment below about this, that they'll use the Walking Dead World Beyond's characters in either the anthology series or maybe cross them over into Fear in the future or whatever is going to happen with the original Walking Dead? Because they did say they were going to do a Daryl Carroll spinoff. So they give the location to Fear, but also the Daryl Carroll spinoff might be on the road, so they might leave or something. So we could expect to see something like that. This might be a good answer for them, because I do know that I remember for the original Walking Dead TV series, they had some contracts that were pretty big in terms of Daryl Carroll, some of the others. So those episodes for the original Walking Dead TV series were kind of contractually expensive to do, I think. So does it make sense for AMC that they would kind of wrap up that original series, which maybe possibly wraps up those contracts, and then they can negotiate for, a spin-off series with Daryl Carroll, or, take some of the ones and use them in Fear or something, or kind of combine this way? Is that what we're going to be looking at? Because possibly the overhead costs of doing the original Walking Dead series might have been really high with some of these, as we like to say, fat cat contracts that some of them that Norman Reedus and Melissa McBride were cashing. And I want to thank Dan Smith for sending that through. So thanks, Dan, for letting us know about this huge announcement tonight. So we'll see what it all comes down to. You guys can leave your predictions below, or by the time you watch this, it may have already been kind of announced what it is. I hope it's something good. A combination of series would be really cool, just to give us some idea of what we can expect after the final season of Walking Dead. If they combine them into one show and they decided, it's not worth it for us to do this show each year at 16 episodes and then another 16 episodes of this other show, maybe we'll just combine them together and do 16 episodes with a certain roster that are still alive and that still survive in it, and maybe that works to some degree. Daryl and Carol leave, they kind of go off and do like a minor spinoff or something, and maybe that makes sense. Sometimes you got to shake things up, so that would be cool if that's what they have in mind. It does make me feel a little bit better about the original series ending, because that makes me feel like, oh, it's over, man. Walking Dead's over. Peter Strafer says, worst incarnation of The Walking Dead ever for Walking Dead World Beyond. Yeah, so I posted some reviews this week for the last episodes of World Beyond. It's a mixed bag for me, as I said in the review. I think it ended off great, and it brought us some awesome stuff with Jadis at the end. It just took so long to get there, and the stuff with the kids, I think it wasn't done that well, or it didn't work that well for me. But some people liked it. I know that a lot of the female viewers liked it more with World Beyond more, and the guys didn't, so that's something to say, right? And some people get offended and stuff because maybe they like it, and then I'm kind of saying it's not that good. So I understand that a lot of you guys too are saying like you didn't enjoy it that much, but it was cool to see France and kind of the start to things and how that happened. It was cool to see some of the different things they had. Some of the sword fights were really cool and stuff like Voxguitarsrock says, Felix thought he was Darth Maul with his sword thingy, I reckon. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's okay. I kind of like Felix by the time the series is over and everything. I just think that killing off Huck is kind of like, I think you killed off maybe your best character, at least from the first couple seasons anyway. But who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if the announcement tonight was that they were going to take that team and put them in anthology or something that did World Beyond, which would actually kind of be, I wouldn't be too happy about that. I would like to see something different with anthology, I think. I think we've seen enough of the World Beyond team. But if you like World Beyond, my apologies for what I'm saying. I just would rather not see it continue that much. dcell said, awesome stuff. Did they tease different walker types in The Walking Dead? Because the female walker at the end of World Beyond was like running towards the door, or running towards the where the containment unit kind of was shut off. The building unit was kind of closed, right? So it is true. Now, you could probably interpret the fast zombie at the end of World Beyond a few different ways. You could probably say that maybe that's just because a different team filmed it than usually does. So if a different team films it, then, well, they might not know, like, hey, dude, this is Walking Dead. We're supposed to do, like, slow zombies. And they might have been like, but it's more exciting this way. And just done it and given them the thing. And then they didn't realize, like, yeah, is that zombie a little too fast? Probably. So that's one possible explanation. It's sort of like in the first season of The Walking Dead where there's, like, a zombie who picks up, like, a big boulder rock thing and, like, smashes the window with it. And then after that, they just never did that again. Or Morgan's wife, who turns the doorknob, if you guys remember. And then they never did that again. So there can be discrepancies depending on who does the episodes, right? So that's what I was thinking, because it's in a different series. Were they alluding to that she was a different type of walker? And maybe Walking Dead's going to somehow do fast walkers in certain areas or something? It could be cool if Rick happens to be in another country and they do a Walking Dead movie and somehow in a different country the walkers are different or something. They could do that. You know, they have variants and stuff. They could do it. Why couldn't they do it? We had variants in real life. They can't. Well, sort of. Yeah, kind of. But they, you know, allegedly we do. Officially we do. But, you know, they could do it in Walking Dead and have, like, different speed walkers in different countries. I don't know. Joel P. said, I am from Quebec, and I guarantee you that's French from France. And love your channel, man. So thank you, Joel. Thank you for verifying. That was actually helpful because, you know, I'm not... you know, what was in the last scene of World Beyond, I thought it was French, but I'm not exactly, you know, that worldly that I would know it right away. Like, I kind of thought, I don't have that much confidence in different languages. So he set me straight. There's also a difference between the French that they speak in France, like we saw in World Beyond, and the French that is in Quebec, it's in Canada. It's a little bit different. I think they can still understand each other. It's probably like, at least I'm talking. I don't know much about this, but I think it's like accents to the max, like where, like, you know, it's a little hard for them to understand each other, but they can. They're a little bit different. JDBarber said, Jadis is unrealistic. Come on, people, wake up out of this daze. It's not James Bond, it's Walking Dead, and there's no room for cartoon characters. CRM are a very poor attempt at creating a military regime seen many times in low-budget productions, including the mint-clean uniforms. Okay, so I guess JD did not like the CRM in World Beyond, and, well, also they're in Fear 2, and kind of in the original Walking Dead series too, because the helicopter comes through even before the others. So I guess JD just doesn't like the CRM. Now, in the comic book series, there was no CRM. There was the Commonwealth, and there was, you know, the Rick and the group. So we didn't have like a CRM or anything like that. So the Walking Dead TV series has brought in the CRM as like a big bad villain, like antithesis to an opposite antagonist to, like, the Commonwealth is sort of like the good guys. They wear the white armor uniforms, and then the CRMs are a bit different, right, than the Commonwealth. So could we see like a Walking Dead war later on or something like that? Maybe that is what they're shaping up to in the movies. Well, I think that all will be explained in time. We'll get to see how the whole thing kind of plays out. Maybe this was always kind of the plan to sort of end things off with the original Walking Dead series around this time period, like season 11, season 12, whatever. It's kind of the same thing anyway, just with some shutdowns and stuff, right? Lockdowns and stuff. So I like the CRM. I think they're an awesome addition to Walking Dead. I think that it's better than the comic book version was for this. I think that they are something good that they have added on for the Walking Dead TV series universe that the comics never had. So I like to see them, and I think that there's a lot of potential there for them to be used, because the Commonwealth in the comic books is huge, and it is in the TV series too, and then the CRM is even bigger. So you have more of a potential for like a Walking Dead World War, or like a Walking Dead major battle, major war, which is something that we have never seen before in the TV series, or we never got to see in the comics. Like, we've seen groups of a few hundred people fight each other, like the Hilltop battle with the Whisperers. We've seen Saviors versus All Out War, Saviors versus Rick and the group. But again, those numbers are in like the hundreds. We have not seen two groups go up against each other in Walking Dead that are in the hundreds of thousands. We've never seen numbers like that, or tens of thousands. Like it's a bigger scale than what we've ever seen. So I think the potential for it is really good, And I think that Jadis is a perfect person that would do well in that. I think that Jadis, if you see what they did with her in World Beyond, which was really good, it's like she's a perfect fit for that environment. Because even from the original Walking Dead TV series, and we'll wrap with this, she wasn't trustworthy. She was a backstabber. She was back and forth. You know, Rick and the group think they can trust her, and then she, Jadis, like a Judas, turns on them and stabs them in the back and everything, right? I think that's where they got the name from, Jadis. Female type of character. So she stabs them in the back and reveals she's with the Saviors, and then so she's able to turn on anybody right away. So, and even make them trust her and then go the other way. So she has the perfect background that would allow her to seize power in the CRM and be a force to be, a political force to be reckoned with, I think. Now that she could talk and everything again. Because the original Walking Dead series, she wasn't saying much. So, yeah, so that's all I got for this one for you guys today. We'll see what's up tonight. Not sure if we're going to do a live stream tonight, guys. I hope so, but we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's up and what the announcement is and whatnot. So let me know what you guys think about all of that. A possible combination, Walking Dead universes combined. You know, movie stuff still coming up at some point. Please, hopefully, at least AMC. And that's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev. I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.